get a look at the right-handed starter, Pablo Guillen, for Spain. This is a 26-year-old righty who's pitched all over the place in his baseball life.
Do they start getting up to speed with some of the velo? There he is up the middle.
I mean, that is exactly what we talk about with these South Africa teams. 1 foot off of the cutout, and a walk follows him, and South Africa with something brewing in the first and second, first 2 men aboard. Really good in the field as well. A swing and a miss, and a big first out of the first inning for Pablo Guillen. This ball crushed out to center. Back on it goes Beltre, backpedaling in front of the warning track. He pulls it in, and Gupe will tag and advance, but man, oh man, Jonathan Phillips gave it a ride to dead center field for the second out. Unsurprisingly. 2-2, lifted to left. Some good contact in the first inning, but Frank Hernandez will put that one away, and 2 fly balls wrap things up in the first. Leadoff base runners go nowhere for South Africa.
Here against Vince Geisel, who former Pirates farmhands.
Shot back up the middle, past the dive of Gupe into center. Andre Sangulo gets things started, and Spain with a leadoff knock just like South Africa. Regensburg bouncing ball out too short. 6, 4, 3, 2 gone. But working against a dangerous bat. Won't have to work against him as he puts Encarnacion on with a hit by pitch. All hands on deck on Tuesday. As the 4-pitch walk will put Ustari's on, and it's first and second now with 2 gone. You know what's interesting too is the 0-2 pitch is bent into the dirt. Both runners are going to move up on that.
Up to speed. It's not like they're it's a big strikeout right there. But it's not like they're belting the ball all over the ballpark.
German cuisine. By the end of that week, you and I were 90% schnitzel.
Yeah.
Building was as a bouncing ball out to short. Tyrone Milne is retired. 2 gone. It is just a fantastic facility. As a called strike 3, retires Joshua Wenzel.
To the month.
Bouncing ball back up the middle, a leadoff single.
But I went to those Olympic Games.
Runner off from first, and the 1-0 away. And the throw too high from Milnes by a Spanish baseball reporter, influencer, a journalist.
Celebration.
That's true. There's a line down the left field line. This is trouble if it's fair. That is a fair ball, and it's into the corner. Gabriel Lino delivers in the second. Spain's onto the board. Around third base, here comes Colmenares. Throw is in time to get him. It'll be an RBI double for Lino as Valerio scores, but South Africa limits it to just 1. In the qualifier, came on as a pinch hitter yesterday, delivered a hit. He's got a hit here today. Lino rounding third base, gets the wave to the plate and scores, and it is a 2-0 lead for Spain in the bottom of the second.
Starting to get in that rhythm.
And now a miscue defensively as Spain is going to get at least 1 extra bag around second. Headed for third. Frank Hernandez will take that one as well. He came off the bag, and Anthony Phillips is adamant that he had the glove on as Hernandez's hand came up.
Underneath, right behind the dugout, who basically can just watch like a hawk. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, got him.
One of the host cities for the U23 Baseball World Cup back in 2018. That was a weird side-spinning cue shot back to the mound, and a nice job by Dazel to hang with it, and he gets the out. 0-2 pitch. Jason Collis is retired on 3 pitches.
I love that strike 3 call too.
On February 4th, before they traveled here to Taiwan, a swing and a miss. Now 4 strikeouts the last 5 men in Barcelona, his new hometown. 3-1. Club to center field. Beltre in pursuit. In front of the track is there to haul it in. Tyler Smith gives it a ride, but gone in order. That is 9 up and 9 down since the first 2 men reached in the first for South Africa.
Well, and a big reason is because moments like that.
Ball left side knocked down over there on a nice lunging play by Tyler Smith, but he's not going to have a play.
That was wild.
There's a hot shot out toward right field. Bouillon will move back, and reaching out, the adjustment, able to make the catch. Pitch inside, throw to second is not going to be in time to get Beltre. Without massive superstar buy-in from the Americans. It's a pop to shallow center, and Gupe is there for the out. It would have been easy to say.
One of the things too.
Ball crushed out to left. Wenzel to the track, looks up, and it's gone. And Roosbear Estrada gets one out of here, and Spain has doubled its lead now 4-0 in the third.
And you're starting to see 3-ball counts and hanging breaking balls where you can do this type of damage to Ruben Estrada.
3-2 pitch on the way. Valerio tags one to center, racing in. Carelsa's going to have to play it on a hop. And another knock for Spain.
Not equipped to some of the workload we used to see in your favorite pitchers in the big leagues.
Out to left, Joshua Wenzel will snare that one and retire the side. A slip of paper that has all of the scenarios. Swing and a miss there by Brandon Smith, leadoff out. 3 teams alive at least for a chance to play in the second versus third place game on Tuesday, or to qualify as the overall pool, is that it comes down to these other factors. Foul pop that Gabrielino will chase down in front of the first base dugout. We'll continue that conversation. Big 2-run homer, that 12-5 win over Chinese Taipei kind of got Spain to
at this level. And pretty much half this team is going to play.
Oh man, a great effort in diving. Tyler Smith can't haul in that blooper. It'll go as a base hit for Frank Hernandez.
I just knew, and so
swing and a miss, and the throw down is late, so another stolen base.
Breaking ball to go with it.
2-1, Beltre out to second, and Victor Ngupe right there waiting for it, and the inning comes to a close. There's an interesting energy in this building as the leadoff man, Brandon Bouillon, lifts one in the air to very shallow right. Carlos Colmenares to at least even just move into the second place game tomorrow with any momentum, as another fly out here, this one off the bat of Tyrone Milne.
Bats third time through the lineup right now.
And Wenzel unable to get a piece of that one. That is 7 strikeouts and 15 straight retired by Pablo Guillen.
You can go over there, make some money, enjoy the travel.
Ooh, great pitch there from Justin Erasmus, who freezes Wander Encarnacion. Continue your baseball career. Ustari's rockets one out to left and toward the corner. It sneaks out of here. It's gone. Jesus Ustari's on a rope adds to the Spanish lead, 5-0 in the 5th. Estrada, who homered in his last trip to the plate, and another loud shot as he dunks it down in center. A single to follow the homer. This, as somebody who came from a non-traditional baseball country, grounder over to short, could be 2. 6-4, 3-0 in time to get Edison Valerio, but over 50 pitches. Runner off from first. The throw down to second on a good pitch to throw on is in time, and Milne able to finally nab somebody trying to take that extra bag. He's got another strikeout here. That is his 8th of the day in the Arizona Diamondbacks organization. We talked about this the other day with Neil Adonis, the manager of this South Africa team, is a ball player. And every single kid said Max Kepler.
You know what's interesting about that, and speak.
Brandon Smith, ground ball right side. That's kicked over there by Colmenares. Cutting the bag at second. Tyler Smith will dig for third. And South Africa finally putting something together. First and third in the top of the 6th with 2 away.
Hard to have that kind of mindset when you're from a place like South Africa or Australia.
Tough play, third base side. That is a great pickup, but an unable to dig throw at first. Jesus Ustari tried to backhand it, and South Africa onto the board as Pablo Guillen just unable to finish that play. Phillips, ground ball over to third, where Encarnacion makes a strong throw to close the inning. That will more than likely close the book on Pablo Guillen. 6 fantastic innings, but South Africa's onto the board, and it's a 5-1 score in the middle of the 6th. As a new arm into the game for South Africa here in the bottom half of the 6th, Josh Tribe, the right-hander out of Durban, college in the United States. First pitch lifted by Carlos Colmenares to right, where Brandon Bouillon lines it up and puts it away. In the air to left, Joshua Wenzel. 2 gone. Andres Angulo, some independent ballers in the United States. As Hernandez continues his hot start to the qualifier. He is 4 for 4, 3 for 3 with 3 singles today. Every other play. Angulo, grounder to third, where Anthony Phillips will get it to Victor Ngupe for the final out of the inning. Big right-hander Fernando Baez will take over on the pitcher's mound for Spain.
Fernando Baez has been pitching Italy and absolutely dominating.
And Giovanni played against each other in the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens as a ground ball to the right side Tyrone Milne is put out. 6 minor league seasons and now 6 seasons in Italy. And he's got the bouncer back to the mound from Joshua Wenzel. And the final out of the 7th inning with it here in 2025. The hot shot grounder over to first, snared by Brandon Smith, one away.
And I feel like that's where that Cinderella story kind of begun, right? Going into the World Baseball Classic last year, with Shohei, government backing it.
3-2 is ball 4 there for Ustaris. Called strike 3, froze him on the inside part of the plate there. Second strikeout of the inning for Josh Tribe. And South Africa will head back to the dugout. South Africa, as we head into the top half of the 8th inning, he just got plunked trying to spin out of the way of a Fernando Baez fastball. So a few of those guys on this South Africa roster, a few on Nicaragua's roster as well, as a bouncer back to the mound will turn into a 1-4-3 double play. And left-handed hitting middle infielder flares one on the infield, out too short. Valerio puts it away, and South Africa is gone in the 8th. Win, they celebrated on a walk-off sacrifice fly and punched their ticket to.
It's a weather, and plus your voice was strained because you were over the top excited. There were some big moments.
Brandon Bouillon stumbles with that one in right field. So first to third, Valerio takes the extra bag. By South Africa, the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, that gets away from Tyrone Milne. And he is gone, is around. South Africa will intentionally walk Frank Hernandez, who's 3 for 3 today. Bull with some of this stuff. And like you said, I mean, I think he's a little overextended right now.
Oh, yeah.
Right-hander Jared White is the next arm onto the mound for South Africa as we move along here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He inherits a tough spot. Damage here with a 5-run lead. But instead he gets under one. Out to center. Carelsa racing in. Catch made. Tagging at third. Here comes Colmenares. Throw off line. A sacrifice fly for Beltre. Adds a run. It's 7-1 Spain in the bottom of the 8th.
The issue with them in regards to pitching, what you got.
And it's to center, and that springs by Carelsa. It's going to bring in both. And Spain tacks on. It's now 9-1 in the 8th. That chance coming up on Tuesday to play for a ticket to the 2026 Classic and try to avenge their struggles to clinch in 2022. Fly out to left will wrap this thing up. The man to try to close out this Sunday victory for Spain is the San Sebastian native Jorge Balboa, who takes over and is set to go to work in the top of the 9th, facing the middle third of South Africa's lineup Tuesday. And all that remains to be seen. Brandon Smith, first pitch swinging, drives one out to left. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. AB, Dieterichs is gone. Luke November, Tapper left side. Busting his tail up the first baseline, but he's not going to be able to extend this game as the putout at first will wrap things up here on this Sunday afternoon. A big win for Spain, which has kept itself alive for a spot in the 2026 World Baseball Classic, and with it, the opportunity to potentially play on Tuesday in that second versus third place game.